Welcome to Anguilla. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to be on this amazing island. But on today's episode of The American Dream, we're showcasing where the whole show started, America's finest city of San Diego. And we're going around with Seth. You've seen him on the show before, top realtor. He's going to showcase one of the coolest projects you've ever seen, from commercial to residential to luxury, the park. Projects you've ever seen in Southern California. Got a great show for you. Let's start the American Dream right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain in the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
On our national show, The American Dream, we love celebrating the stories of cool real estate. We do shows in Miami, New York City, Chicago, all across the country. When we talk about this unique niche, high-rise luxury, he's the man right here, Seth, joining us in Anguilla. So talk to me about that unique real estate.
Yeah, so high-rise living has been huge, all across the country for almost a century. And what high-rise living really understands is when you want to live in an urban center and you've got to put a lot of people there, you got to go vertical. Yep. But San Diego being late to the high-rise game, it gave developers like Zephyr the opportunity to do it in a way that people live now. And that means large balconies, big outdoor space, large closets. These are homes that are in the middle of the sky, but they feel like a mansion in the middle of Rancho Santa Fe or Costa de Casa. And so I think that's what's so exciting about this building and why I'm excited to show it.
All right, man, well, let's go give it a look.
One of the things that in my previous career that I brought to the San Diego market, it's one of my proudest moments, was I actually brought the indoor-outdoor living piece to the San Diego market. We're in Hawaii and I'm seeing these huge sliding glass doors that completely pocket into things, and it's indoor and outdoor living. And I came back and I said, why aren't people doing that in housing? In San Diego, we got better climate than they do in Hawaii.
Buyers, they all want the same thing. They want walkability, they want interior and exterior architecture that matches the quality of their lifestyle, and they want privacy and exclusivity even within their building. And so what differentiates our building from many other luxury buildings in the marketplace is we really are trying to attract a single buyer profile. We wanted to create a building that, the buyer profile is fairly homogeneous and shares common goals. And because they share common goals, we're able to create a lifestyle for them there that they appreciate and recognize and find value in.
Unobstructed views, and it'll never change. It will never be developed. You feel like you're living in the trees at Balboa Park, which is really a cool feeling.
Not a bad house here at the Four Seasons in Anguilla, huh?
Yes.
Awesome renderings. What a cool project. What's it like in person?
Yeah, the park is amazing. I mean, if you think the renderings are impressive, you're about to see what this property looks like inside. And the materials they're peerless. You know, there's so many great high-rises in San Diego that I think all of us downtown real estate brokers are really proud of. But this project is really one of a kind. The geometric patterns, the choice of stone, the choice of wood, the full vanishing edge doors that open up overlooking downtown San Diego and the bay and Balboa Park. You know, the renderings were not lying.
Something you just got to go see.
Exactly.
All right, let's go check it out.
My experience walking into the park for the first time was almost like looking into the future.
Words fall out of my mouth, they drift to the ground and they don't make a sound.
San Diego has always been a celebrated town for the vacation lifestyle, for the relaxed lifestyle. What the park does is it allows San Diego to establish its own brand of sophistication. And the park has been constructed as a building to meld those two lifestyles. And I think it's the first time that an architect and a developer tried that and actually really succeeded. You're gonna see instantly that same level of quality that you have in your Manhattan home, in your San Francisco home, in your home in London. So what you have that is so incredible is a property that is going to be at the same caliber of any international property. So you can feel just as proud of the inside of the home and the exterior of the property of the park as you are any of your other properties that own all over the world. Bankers Hill has smaller buildings, which give you more access to views of the ocean, more views of the palm trees, the eucalyptus trees that line Balboa Park, and the views of the sky itself. And so there's a sense of being both urban and suburban all at the same time, and that's really what makes Bankers Hill such a special space.
The American Dream is a national show, but we give you local market expertise. Now you're going to hear from a top producing realtor in your market about what's going on in your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
Hi, this is Brenda Barajas with Simply Vegas, and today we are at City National Arena. Go Knights, go! Today is an amazing show. We're going to have two special guests flying out from San Diego and Utah, Seth and Doug. Let's go and meet them. Hi, Doug. Thanks for meeting me today.
Hello, thank you.
What are you doing? We're having a beer?
I got you a beer.
Thank you. I love beer. Cheers. Cheers, Doug. Thank you so much for having me today. It's 2019, and let's talk about real estate.
The year just kicked off, and it's going to be a good one, and there's reasons for that, right? Real estate is hot. Everyone wants in. We've got a booming market. We've got low interest rates. We got the right recipe for the perfect storm to have a record year.
Okay, so and we're gonna make this happen. So I want to know a little bit more about your input, your insight about what's going to happen in 2019. Everybody's speculating, so I want to know from a pro.
Well, I've been doing this a long time, even since 2004. So I've seen the massive rises, I've seen the falls. We've made money all along the way. But what I love in real estate is if we can take something and buy it below market value, it doesn't matter if the market's going up or going down. We're just buying it here, getting it at, if this is retail, we're buying it wholesale, and there's always room for investors to make money in real estate, especially in Las Vegas. Very unique market. A lot of people want to retire here. The sunshine, the economy, it's a really, really good place. In fact, all over the country, I believe this is probably the second best market for me performing over since 2004.
I heard Seth Byrne is here in Vegas. Why don't we go and look for him?
I think I know where he might be.
Seth!
How's it going?
Hi, great, how are you?
Very good, Doug. Good seeing you.
Good to see you.
For sure. How am I freezing in Vegas?
Well, that's Vegas now, you know? Go Knights, go.
It's amazing because as the economy's gotten more sophisticated, you have everything in Vegas. It used to be nightclubs and pool parties, and now it's ice rinks and the Philharmonic and
football.
And football.
Right. Tell me about the market, 2019.
Yeah.
What is your input on the market, like in the United States? What can we expect?
What can we expect? It's interesting because all this money that's going to shift down from mom and dad to son and daughter, I think is going to be a huge shot in the arm for real estate because there's going to be so much wealth where a lot of these millennials and these Gen Xers want to reinvest. And I think that is perfect for a place like Las Vegas where there's so much opportunity.
So can we call 2019 a millennial year?
I think we can, thanks to the money of the baby boomers. Right? This is going to be mom and dad that are going to go to Barrett Jackson. They're going to sell their antique cars. They're going to sell their duplex in the rough part of the neighborhood that they bought in 1952. They're going to sell their apartment buildings. They're going to sell their dream house. They're probably going to downsize to a two-story condo somewhere in Florida. And their kids are going to be the benefactors, the benefits of all this wealth. And I think that wealth is yes, going to be controlled by the millennials.
Well, Vegas is ready to receive them with open arms. We're here, millennials.
So, Doug, you know so much about real estate. You've been such a force in real estate for investing and for young investors. I'd love to ask you, what's your take on the Las Vegas market?
Well, I've done a lot of investing here. Started in 2004. I've been buying here ever since. It's been a great market. In fact, I believe I told you earlier that it's probably been the second best market in the country for me, and I buy nationally.
Wow.
So I love Vegas. I think it's strong. A lot of people coming from California, the sunshine, retirement. Well, interest rates haven't hurt, but that's national. And then just the growth, the boom. There's still massive buildings, hotels, casinos going every day here.
Yeah.
And you can beat our pricing.
Yeah.
Remember our pricing, the affordability, it's a lot better than it is in California or other states. Let's say people from New York will fly here and buy a house for cash.
What you guys have is the ability to make most budgets still afford you like a really great life. And I mean, at its core, that really is the American dream, is being able to afford something that makes you proud and gives you pride of ownership in a budget that's realistic.
And without the traffic.
And without the traffic.
We don't have traffic, which is amazing.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. I'm excited that we were both in town at the same time.
Yes.
What's serendipity?
And she must know people to have us in the rink today, so thank you.
That was an amazing segment. Don't you agree with me? Having Seth and Doug at the same time today with us. See you next time.
So when you're in Anguilla, you might as well drive around in a Four Seasons golf cart, right? Yeah. All right. So awesome video, awesome project. Tell us about what really goes into these things, because obviously you're the mastermind behind it.
Yeah, it's all about teamwork. No big project of this caliber can happen without a lot of good people, and it starts, of course it starts with our team, right? We've got a great team, Mia Tidwell, Kiki Jones, Alina Mendoza, all the great people on our team. But we also enlisted, a Hollywood director, Frank Kiva, who's obviously a really good friend of the show as well, and his creative vision was a big part of this. We used a company called Hollywood Special Ops who rented us some of the most exclusive cameras in the world.
Well, no matter where you are in the country watching the show, everybody loves just a cool story of luxury real estate. So let's just go check out the next clip.
Love it.
Here we go.
The secret behind the O'Byrne team is that team mentality. You know, we've assembled a masterclass team for this project.
We have such great technical partners. We've partnered up with Hollywood Special Ops out of Los Angeles, and we have some very special cameras on deck. Stuff that a lot of productions would literally kill to have.
So in the spirit of doing the avant-garde shoot that we chose for this particular video, it was really important for all of us to come together and have the right dancer and the right choreographer to really tell the story of the park.
When the dust settles, you will see that when people are looking to take on a project of this caliber, the O'Byrne team really is the only choice.
I know those weren't shot on an iPhone. So talk about the cameras and the technology that goes into this thing.
Yeah, so, you know, when we worked with Hollywood Special Ops, we rented a Phantom Flex 4K, and that camera shoots at 2,000 frames per second. That literally means that you can count the number of confetti particles in the air. We slow it down to such an incredible speed, and part of why we did that is we wanted to give a dreamlike quality to this shoot, and that's very intentional, right? When you shoot a project like this, you want to make it feel like a dream because it's something that you aspire to, and that's why the equipment was so important, so expensive, but so important.
So important, and look, you're telling a story about the project, and these days when you're selling real estate, it's not just about an open house sign in the yard. There's online, digital, social, so you're creating that allure that's attracting people, and I'm sure international buyers as well.
Yeah. 100%.
Right, well, let's go check out the next clip.
When we look back historically, we will say that the park was one of the most groundbreaking projects in San Diego. They really wanted us to create an immersive experience in this video.
When you're shooting at 2,400 frames per second, you can literally slow that piece down to where you can count the pieces of confetti falling in the air. We have employed all these different tactics to really create a special atmosphere and a special depth to each shot. We want people to be able to experience the shot.
When all the dust settles and you look back, I think it's going to be very clear that this building is on top of the rest of the real estate industry.
There's a lot of people out there who are going to see this and say, wow, I need to step up my game. And I think that's exactly what we want.
All right, Seth, tell us about the girl. I mean, clearly she is talent. She's worked with all these big names, and now she's working with you on a real estate project.
Yeah.
Explain how important that was.
Yeah, you know, it was exciting. And you know, we did it for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons we did it is because so few people go to that level. You know, she's on the show Transparent. She's worked on Amazon shows. She's worked with Netflix. She's worked with Solange Knowles brands. And so what we noticed with her and what Frank Kivo loved, our director, was that she had a really interesting type of body movement. She danced, she was modern and contemporary, but she was very classic at the same time. And you know, this building is modern and contemporary and classic and all those things. And so we wanted to choose a dancer whose movements were really emblematic of the building. And I think we really accomplished that.
All right, man, we're here. We're at the Four Seasons. You want to go in?
Let's do it.
Let's park the cart. Check out this next clip. Oh, we're there at the end.
You were perfect.
We're working with Charissa Kroeger, who in the dance world is incredibly well known.
When I met Charissa a couple of years ago, I had no idea of the profound impact she's had on the dance community. I slowly became acquainted with her and realized very quickly that she danced for people like Lord.
You can see her work on Netflix and Amazon. She worked for Ford Motors. She was on The Ellen Show.
I said, wow, she has next level talent. I want to work with her.
There's so many people that bring her into their pieces because her movement is really peerless.
When the park and the Oberon team said, hey, we want to do a dance piece, I knew right then who I was going to use.
7 billion people that
Drinks are here.
Thank goodness.
Perfect time to talk about the trampoline that was. Thank you. Tell us about the trampoline.
Trampoline was important. You know, when we got the listing of the penthouse, which is a 2-story penthouse, 30-foot ceilings, no one thought that we could pull off a trampoline as part of the property video. And when we assembled it, no one thought the builder would be okay with it. No one thought that it would be safe enough. Everyone thought someone was going to get hurt. But what ended up happening was it was the best part of the entire marketing campaign. And we were able to suspend our dancer in air. And at the same time that we're showing off the height and the ceiling and the volume, we're showing off the feel of being so high above everything in this high-rise.
Well, when you're marketing real estate and you're talking about high-rise living, don't people think, oh, there's not enough space? So what you did is you've created this very artistic way of showing space in a luxury high-rise.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's have these drinks. Check out the next clip. Cool?
One of the things that we really wanted to do was give that feeling of you're so high above everything else. The penthouse is a 2-story penthouse with 30-foot ceilings, and by bouncing our dancer on a trampoline and actually having her suspended in the air, we're able to really create this feeling of floating and being above everything else.
We're going to be going up on the catwalk. We'll be on the staircase. We're going to be on the patio. We're going to actually get on the trampoline with the dancer. I don't know what to expect. I hope that it comes out. I hope nobody gets hurt. But I've never been on a trampoline with somebody trying to film them before.
Although it's scary, I think after this, I'm gonna grab Seth. I'm gonna double bounce him on that. We're gonna wrap this thing.
So some fun talk about marketing, but let's talk a little bit about the market. The American Dream, a national show all across the country where we bring you award-winning realtors to give you expert advice on what's happening in your city. Next update coming at you now.
Hey, Bill.
Randy, how are you?
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I had a little accident.
Well, when I said break a leg, I didn't mean it literally, bud.
I did. Boom! And I'm doing better. I'm coming around.
Well, I see you've made yourself at home.
I did.
I was hoping you'd have breakfast ready for me.
Well, if you have to skillet, I'll make some eggs up for us. So,
well,
thanks for having me. What are we doing here today?
Well, it's my pleasure. I'd like to welcome you to Casa de Gaylord.
I love it. I'm moving tomorrow.
Well, let me, why don't you follow me around with your eyeballs?
I'll
and let me
follow you around. Show me what's going on.
All right, well, come on. Right now, you are at an exciting coming soon listing. And we are in the heart of the district in the Green Valley Ranch.
Right.
So right now, we're in a just shy of 900 square foot condominium.
Perfect.
It's a 1-bedroom unit, and it's very upgraded, as you can see.
Oh, definitely.
One of the huge benefits, of course, is its location.
Yes.
So the Green Valley District, what it does offer are restaurants, the Green Valley Ranch Casino.
I love that place.
I do as well.
Been there many times.
Shopping, and a lot of lifestyle activities as well.
Right.
With all of that being said, one of the biggest things that this condominium has to offer is this beautiful view.
Yes.
We have
I was looking at that, admiring. I mean, look at that out there.
Wait till you see it at night, Bill.
Yeah, I can only imagine, because you got the whole strip out there, right?
That's right. And right now, we have a direct view on Mount Charleston, which is snow-capped today, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a panoramic view of the infamous Las Vegas Strip.
I love it.
Unobstructed. Green Valley Ranch is a very popular master plan community here in Henderson. One of the common misconceptions is that it's called Green Valley because it's green. The truth of the matter is that it's called Green Valley Ranch because it was developed by the Greenspun family. And its claim to fame is that it has some of the largest parks and outdoor infrastructures in all of Vegas. This is our mountain line, and there's a lot of custom homes being built from Ascile to McDonald Ranch, all across our horizon. And as I go all the way around, you have our beautiful Las Vegas Strip right here. And you can enjoy that right in the spa or during a barbecue and fireplace at night. So pretty cool area. I'd hang out here. Let's see what's up next. Hey, Bill.
Yes.
So what do you think about the library?
This is phenomenal. I love it.
Well, as you can see, we're about 25 crutch steps away from our unit, 3202.
I'm going to count it because it literally was like right down the way. It took us no time to get here.
I could see you hanging out by the fireplace.
For
and
sure.
then you, being a businessman like yourself, you can also take advantage of the conference room.
I know,
right
the
in
conference
corner
room
here.
is amazing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So Randy, we've seen this beautiful spot. We've seen all the amenities. So what's next? Where do we go from here?
Let's get into the heart of the hustle and bustle of the district itself.
Okay, let's go.
So here we are downstairs.
Yes.
Right down from the elevator. We have REI right there.
Perfect.
We have Coffee Bean where we can go have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
And let me show you the rest of the mall. So this neighborhood is basically a one-stop shop. A lot of people who live here is just here for the ease and convenience of everything. Just across the street, you have Whole Foods and Cheesecake Factory, among other places. And then here's a Shake Shack right here, which we're gonna go right down the middle of this corridor and right into the district mall. A lot of people that come and shop here actually live here. You'll have people from young professionals to retired seniors. There's a lot of people who actually own second residences or second homes upstairs. And they'll come during the winter and fly back during the summer. There is no specific type of buyer that I've seen that does not like what this place has to offer. It's an amazing area.
Hey, Bill Gaylord here with the American Dream, and we're here with the Mortgage Minute. We got Doug and Seth. Thank you guys for being here. Let's talk a little bit about offers coming in from buyers. You guys are big listing agents. You're a flip guy. You got lots of listings going on. What do you look for in regards to offers coming in, accepting an offer that has a mortgage?
Well, I look at it like this. I mean, being a professional flipper means I'm a professional buyer and a professional seller, right? And the one thing that matters to me is someone who's going to close. And that person is going to be someone who's going to get the loan done on time, everything smooth, efficient, and someone who's local and knows the market. So yeah, I might get 30 offers in one weekend on a property. I'm going straight to the strengths. Show me who I think is going to close, not the offer, who's going to close.
Yeah. Now, Seth, you do that same thing, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the thing that's so important as a listing agent is you're the shepherd of the deal, right? That seller entrusted their most valuable asset to you, and the number one thing you have to do is make sure that the deal closes, because it's all dreams on day one of escrow, and then the shattering reality happens about 14 to 17 days later when that person's financing either falls out or doesn't. So for me, it's all about closing, and it's all about using a local LO who you have a cell phone number that you can reach, and an agent who knows what they're doing.
That's because if a property falls out of escrow, right? You have to put it back on the market. It gets all messed up. You don't want to have to do that.
It might double or triple the time. And look at it like this. If something is a minor problem with the house, that can be fixed, and that's a part of every deal. But the loan going through, that is the big thing that all of us who are selling a property, that's what we count on, that's what we need. Someone who's going to close.
Yeah, and then also I understand it provides a stigma. Like if it goes out of escrow, it's a stigma attached to that house. Like, ooh, what's wrong with it? Is it an inspection? Is it something out, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I always tell my clients this, I would rather be closed and go, but we could have gone with that guy, and we could have done, I'd rather woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda with my client when we're sitting on a boat somewhere celebrating a closed escrow than be on our third canceled escrow wondering what the neighbors think about why our house isn't selling and whether or not Casper the friendly ghost is living underneath the floorboard.
So true.
Good. Well,
so
thank
true.
you guys.
Yes, thank
Doug,
you.
Seth, we're out. Gaylord out.
Well, man, you've broken down all the components of it. Can we see the end product?
If I could throw to it, you can see the end product.
Well, I host the show. That's kind of my job. But all right, man, you've done such a good job. Take it away.
All right, right now you're going to watch a video that we did for the park in Bakersfield, one of the most luxurious properties in all of Southern California, and one of my favorite video projects I've ever been a part of. Check it out.
I wanna come over, I wanna go out. You ain't gotta ask me, you ain't gotta know how. I wanna get fancy, I wanna roll high. Let's get hot, darling, let's teach them right. I wanna come over, yeah, I wanna go out. Living like tomorrow, it's out of mind right now. I wanna get fancy. Supply.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream from Anguilla. This show has always been about real estate. It's been about lifestyle, but truthfully, it's about relationships. That's what The American Dream is all about. We're gonna go cheers now. Cheers to your American Dream.